Hello friends, welcome to Indian Breeze again. So today's topic is on the smartphone side. So smartphone, what I have observed recently, so if you check on the Flipkart and Amazon, there are two best selling smartphone. In Flipkart you can get the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and in Amazon you will get Redmi Note 8. If you compare the variant, in the same variant, the 4GB and 64GB and 48 megapixel camera, you will get the same price, 9,999. So this, in this price range, both the phones are awesome. But again, what is the detailed comparison? You already got some detailed comparison in YouTube, but today I am going to share only the difference, actual difference, what you need to consider before purchasing any one of this. So let's get started. So before moving into that actual difference, let me give you the brief description of this two phone. So you can see clearly these two phone have the same build quality and the same display. You will get 6.3-inch display on both the phones. You will get the damage and drop resistance Gorilla Glass on top as well as on the back side on both the phones. So this is very good, and this makes this phone premium, looks premium, and the build quality is very awesome in this price range. In front camera you will also get the same 13 megapixel front camera in both the phones. Battery, you will also get the 4000 mAh battery on both the phones. Now here I feel some drawback, because Redmi should have given the 5000 mAh battery what they are giving in Redmi 8. But anyways, 4000 mAh battery, I think it is more than enough for day-to-day life. On the memory segment, you will get in both the phones you will get the 4GB RAM and 64GB internal memory, and it is expandable up to 256GB. To begin with the differences, we first compared the processor. So in Redmi Note 8 you will get Snapdragon 665 processor, wherein in Redmi Note 7 Pro you will get Snapdragon 675 processor. So this 675 processor is faster and better than 665 Snapdragon. So clearly the winner is Redmi Note 7 Pro in terms of processing. If you move on to the camera segment, there is the clear difference you will get out of these two phones, where you can see that in Redmi Note 8 there are quadruple camera, whereas in Note 7 Pro is dual camera. So this is the place where you can distinguish these two phones based on the camera count. Now if you compare, like start with the Redmi Note 8, you have the first 8 megapixel ultra wide, second 48 megapixel primary camera, 2 megapixel depth sensor and 2 megapixel macro sensor. On the other hand, you will get on Redmi Note 7 Pro 48 megapixel primary camera and 5 megapixel portrait mode. Frankly speaking, I don't understand what is the difference between this 2 megapixel depth and 2 megapixel macro, but I feel this 2 megapixel depth and 2 megapixel macro is similar to that 5 megapixel portrait mode what we have in Redmi Note 7 Pro, and both does the same thing. Only the difference you will get on the ultra wide side, where you will get additional 8 megapixel ultra wide camera on Redmi Note 8, and this is missing on Redmi Note 7 Pro. So in terms of additional camera, you will get 8 megapixel ultra wide camera on Redmi Note 8. This is the time to share the actual difference and the reason why I am making this video for you, because clearly speaking, I did not see any such video which is actual comparing the sensor of these two phones. If you see that in Redmi Note 8 there is Samsung sensor, on the other hand Redmi Note 7 Pro there is Sony IMX586 sensor. So I am already sharing the screen with you and you can clearly see what is the difference. So you will see in Sony sensor gives you the actual images, and the natural photography, and where in the other hand in Samsung you will get some kind of more beautification. You will get some whitish photo as well as whitish video. Samsung sensor works better when you are opposite to the light. So you can see when I am standing opposite to the light, it is giving so bright photography, and the image quality is better in the Samsung sensor. It is giving more beautification, it is doing more beautification. But again, if you go with the natural photography, you should go with this Sony sensor. The biggest drawback you will get when you are standing in the same side of the light means your camera is opposite to the light. Now here you can see there is focus issue in Samsung sensor, and it is getting dark and light, and they are not getting adjusted properly. So here is the major issue and drawbacks I feel, because in our day-to-day life it is very difficult to carry the camera or the DSLR with us every time when you are out. So in that case, in the smartphone era, it is very easy to take out your mobile phone and do some kind of video. So suppose you are traveling and you want to do some kind of video, but in that case, in different lighting condition, you are facing some issue, blurring issue or focusing issue or dark and whitish issue. So that is very frustrating. So in that case, I will prefer the Sony sensor over Samsung sensor, which gives better quality image processing and better quality video, which you can use for your YouTube as well. Redmi Note 7 Pro is the clear winner on my opinion, because of the camera sensor and the stability, and the processor is also better in Redmi Note 7 Pro. But again, if you feel that Redmi Note 8 is better in any segment, or why should go for the Redmi Note 8, please provide your comment in comment section. And thanks for watching. Stay with me. Please like and subscribe.